EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. This will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. With the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And to give this time to the tailback. As he's got this up to the 35-yard line. It's had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
Meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
The running back again.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains. That means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the
off the play fake. Finney. He's going to look for Beckham in the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 3rd down, Finney. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Wait, 20!
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now Mostert. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady. And his throw here's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
Brady's pass.
Will Fuller. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken a first quarter lead. The 21st pick back in the 2016 draft, Will Fuller, and we know that he can take the top off of a defense.
He certainly can, and the way that he does it is just straight, pure speed. And I saw it with one of the better defensive coordinators in the league, and I said, how do you defend that? And he said, at times, you absolutely don't. If the quarterback gets time and he heaves it downfield, Will Fuller's going to outrun any coverage you put out there.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
That one good for 26 and a first down. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd
and that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Finney. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 23 yards, the final tally.
1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there, but it'll be second and goal.
And goal.
Check 53's Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
They'll try to run this one in. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at third and goal. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? Third and goal. From the gun, Finney. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Odell Beckham, his fourth touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
That had the feel of the head coach telling the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th down unless there's a disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, that had the feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Anderson on the jet sweep. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 39, Brady. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
Brady's pass.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
28, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
At their 49-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finney. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Tackle made back at the 44-yard line.
On 3rd down, Dunbar. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Jack Fox now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Let's go,
On 2nd and 9, Brady. Try to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And they have a first down and well into field goal range also at the 16 now.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd.
To throw on 2nd down.
The
Finney.
17-yard line.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. He finds an opening past the 40. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. It's a big one there for the Vikings. 64 yards on the ground. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
That's the reason we ball for the circle round twice for the encore.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
Now let's get there. Switch it. Let me too.
On 2nd and 15 now. Brady. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down near the 5. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Brady's pass intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They'll run it now. Here's Dunbar. And this will be a Bears 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dunbar. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
The tackle made just shy of midfield. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 6.
On 2nd down, Dunbar. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Deion Jones. Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
On 3rd down, Finney. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
Mike, 55. Check 55, Mike. Get that quarterback at all costs. Check 26,
So after the INT, it's Brady. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 31. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. This is Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete.
They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aaron Donald in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him.
Vikings 7.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Brady to throw for it on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 26. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
1st and 10.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and
on 2nd down now. Dunbar. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dunbar. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Eluding the pressure right. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker.
The running back.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4 at the 5-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Finney flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
36.
Looking to throw. Finney. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his second touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Back to throw, Brady. Now a desperation throw deep, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Vikings.
Brady's pass.
Terry McLaurin with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting, but I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dunbar, and he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Here comes the Bears punter now as he's on here to punt it away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. A few better down a score in the 4th quarter than Tom Brady. This is 1st and 10. Now Brady. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Intended for Marquise Brown. Incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady to throw.
And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert.
And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Vikings.
A few better down a score in the fourth quarter than Tom Brady. This is first and 10.
One final try now for Brady. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
14.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there.